very, very special to have the opportunity to come out to Long Island. Friends of the Boston Harbor Islands, we started the sunset trips here last season, and one of the perks for members is we do a couple of automobile tours. We try to do 2 every year. You've got the lighthouse behind you. Those of you that especially like lighthouses, I'd like to point out that about a month ago, the U.S. Coast Guard transferred Long Island Headlight to the National Park Service. So you have 2 options to get up to Long Island Headlight. You can either walk, this is kind of a steep hill, and it does a U all around the head of Long Island. Up on the top of the hill is Fort Strong. If you do decide to walk up the steps, just please be very careful. It is possible to walk all along the top of Fort Strong. You'll see, if you've ever flown into Boston and seen Kennedy, that's where the Kennedy name is. Someone painted it there many years ago. We've got permission from the Camp Harborview Foundation. City children come out, they're here in the morning from breakfast through supper. They're here till 6 o'clock at night. There is staff that's in what's called the Great Hall behind us. For the past 2 Aprils and Mays, Friends of the Boston Harbor Islands, we've gotten permission and we've had our annual meeting out here in the Great Hall. It's another way that there's access to the island. The main portion of the island is where all the Human Service Campus is for the city of Boston. Now you can see that it is low tide on the beach, and I can recommend, if you'd like to walk on the beach, just walk around the tennis courts. You can see it's very rocky here, but you can walk all the way up to the dock that you see at the end of that beach. It's a lovely time at this time of night. There's also a beach. You just walk right over that little rise. There's a beach looking out at Quincy Bay. I know you're going to want to see the lighthouse and generally walk around this portion of the island.
In March 3rd of 1819, Congress appropriated $11,500 for the lighthouse. And that light went into service on October 9th, 1819. Hence, the number 1819 at the front door of this lighthouse. We have engineer I.W.P. Lewis to thank because of his examination of the coast lights in 1842. He reported that the tower was leaky, the walls were cracked with frost, the lantern is of the rudest description, and a considerable portion of the light lost by the obstruction from the framework. 1 lamp of a proper form is sufficient for this locality. After the terrible report of its condition in 1842, a new cast iron lighthouse was built, and it was the first of its type in the United States. Each section was 7 feet in height and 12 feet in diameter and 6 feet at the top. And it is furnished with an iron deck which projects on the outside 20 inches in width, finished with a railing. The railing is still up there. The glass looking into the where the lantern once stood is there. Now we have photovoltaics, energy from the sun to batteries which run the small light which goes 2 miles out to sea.